Hello everybody, back here again. It's another vlog a day, and today is Thursday the 20th, and today was a crappy, cold, windy, rainy / beautiful day. It was fairly kind of warm starting off. The rain came in last night, I'd say about 8:30 it started raining, and continued to rain all the way through till today. It was just one of those deals, just kind of a heavy rain. We had some lightning and thunder overnight. It was kind of creepy, and you're not supposed to have that in Iowa in the wintertime. But this morning I got up and it was still raining out off and on different times. It's kind of had some flooding around the areas and stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of people, because the rain we're getting is pretty heavy, but the ground's still mostly frozen to the top like quarter-inch or so, where it's muddy, so all the water can't be absorbed. It's all just running off, and then you got a lot of snow melt on top of the rain, so on and so forth, and it's really causing a lot of issues around the area. But that kind of thing happens, unfortunately, way too often, but it's Mother Nature and you can't really control it. So I went ahead and got up today, had a few things to get taken care of. I went ahead and got them done. Ended up going over to get my grandparents. We had to go up and get some stuff notarized. They had to sign. I was told to have them sign it here a while back, but I wasn't told it had to be notarized until after I had them sign it, so we had to go do that again. Went to the first bank, dealt with probably the most incompetent banker I've ever dealt with. Anytime I've ever dealt with this woman, it's just been crappy every single time that it happens. So the woman's about the most incompetent person I've ever dealt with in a professional setting in my life, not even just banking, just in general. And she goes through and takes down the information they have to do for notary, the license, driver's license number, name, all that kind of crap. And then basically I went and handed the papers, like, here, these are what they need to sign, to be notarized. She's like, oh, these aren't right. They have to be in these crazy, like, fancy forms. They have to have the state and the county and blah, blah. I'm like, well, where do I got to get these? I'm like, she goes, I don't know. You got to find them. I'm like, you see them all the time. What's it supposed to say? I'll just print the damn thing off. And she's like, oh, I have no idea. You have to go somewhere else to get that information, and so on and so forth. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I was like really confused, and I was kind of upset, and I just said, the hell with it, and just got out of there. And then, like my grandfather said, how does she know that wasn't the form she needed to be filling out? Because it was one of those things that she hadn't even looked at the papers that I tried to hand her. She didn't even look at them. She was just like, nope, these aren't right. I'm like, I don't know. The woman just drives me nuts. There's been numerous times I've dealt with her in the process of banking where I've said, I want to do this with my account or that or whatever and stuff. And she's always just like, nope, that can't happen. Nope, we can't do that. We can do this one thing that I have in my mind right now. And I'm like, that's not what I want to do. And she's like, too bad. And then I'll like literally go, well, what if we did this, this, and this? And she's like, oh, well, I guess that would work, but that's not how I would do it. And I'm like, I don't give a shit how you're doing it. You're doing it wrong because it's not what I want. You're an idiot. But so I pretty much, we just left, and I was like, screw it. I was going to go back and contact somebody to see how to fill out the form in her terms correctly. And I'm like, there's no forms, because it's just a notary, whether it be signing a check or signing anything. It's just, I notarized, this is your signature, this is when you signed it. And I was like, okay, whatever. So I said piss on it and just went to their bank and thought I'll just stop in there real quick and see if they'd do it. Lady was super helpful. It was actually a neighbor of my grandparents. Really nice lady stuff. She's like, oh yeah, I don't care what's on there and stuff. I'm just notarizing the signature. It's all I'm doing. So she went ahead, notarized it, all that good stuff. Everything was hunky-dory fine. Went back, dropped them back off at home, and then from there headed back out and had some other stuff to do. Ended up meeting up with my trainee, we were going to go running and stuff, but it was raining like crazy, and she wussed out and didn't want to go running today in the rain. She just got her hair done, so she was all like, I don't really want to be out in the cold, crappy rain. Then you add the brand new hairstyle with the gels and all that crap. She didn't want to mess with that either. So it's one of those things where we just ended up going out for lunch instead, kind of shot the shit. She went to the gym, worked out later with another trainer that she deals with, and she was bitching when I saw her. I stopped by the gym as she was getting done, and she was complaining about how her hair was a giant mess because the gel in her hair and all that stuff, and she was bitching and whining about that and different things. But she headed home. I went ahead and got my workout done, and while I was warming up, you're going to take off my workout, it just started snowing like hell. Like, it was almost whiteout type conditions. It was snow and 50-mile-an-hour winds. It was just absolutely ridiculous. And I thought, oh, great. Part of me wanted to go out right then and go running, so it feels like more of a beast mode, but I was afraid of getting hit by a car because literally where I was going to be running was on the roads and stuff. There's nowhere to run around here, trails. The one little bit of trail we have is still snow covered in mud, just like crazy, melting, thawing, nasty. So I can't really run there. So it's pretty much just run on the damn streets, and I didn't want to get hit by a car. So waited around. By the time I finished my warm-up, I went to head out for my run. It actually virtually stopped. It was hardly even raining at all. So that worked out really good for me. Got my run in, came back. Chatted with a lady there I'd met actually before I took off my run. She was in the other machine next to me and stuff. We got talking about running and different things and stuff, and I invited her to go out and run with me and stuff, and she's like, no, I'm a summer runner only. I don't run in the winter. She's a bit of a wuss. So we kind of laughed and joked. I told her she's welcome to come out and run with me anytime in the summer if she wants to. She's done a couple like tough mudders and stuff, and there's one this summer I want her to do. I'm gonna maybe hit her up and see if she wants to go up there and check that out with me also. So that'd be kind of cool. Anytime you can take somebody else with you to be, in that process, it's always fun. My buddy, he's terrified of mud. I don't know if he has like a phobia of it. He claims it's because if he twists his leg or something in the mud and twists his leg, he'll mess his knee up real bad and ruin his whole year of training for a marathon and that. But I think it's just the fact that he hates being dirty. He's absolutely cannot stand the thought of getting muddy and dirty. It drives him insane. So I'm going to go ahead and just let him live the prasad that he's, worried about his knee, not worrying about the mud. So, but other than that, got everything wrapped up, headed back home. The winds have just picked up like crazy. It stopped raining finally, but we're getting like crazy 50-plus mile-an-hour gusts, and they're under a wind advisory until I think like 9 a.m. tomorrow. So I've got to be up in Ottumwa tomorrow at 10 a.m. to meet with an attorney in that. So that'll be fun. Hopefully the weather won't be too bad. Hopefully it'll get cold enough to freeze up because I don't want to have to try and drive up there in nasty, crappy weather. I keep thinking I need to go ahead and get the Taurus out and start driving that thing and save myself some fuel, but I don't know. I just keep putting it off. Seems like every day I put it off another day and another day. So maybe tomorrow will be the day I don't put it off, and I'll just go ahead and basically take it tomorrow. So who knows? I just got to call the insurance company and throw some insurance on it real fast before I take it anywhere. So that's pretty much all I've got for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.